Right, it's Monday night. We've been away now for 3 weeks, and I still haven't got everything ready for when we come back.
And he wasn't even last minute. He's been here for like 25 minutes.
Yeah, I just realised. You know how you sit there looking at the computer screen, thinking there's something missing, but then you realise I haven't got the chat open. Yeah, so hello everybody. Welcome to Monday night. eModels, eModels.co.uk. It's Monday night again. We're back. We weren't here last week because it was the sun was about 2 foot away from the earth, and it was so hot.
Which you being in Cumbria, Ted, is not natural for you. That you're not used to sun.
Now I've just got to find out where the chat is, and I know that you're all there and talking.
So you got a lot of weight on your shoulders there, Ted, didn't you, mate? See what I did there?
So live chat, I'll pop it out. I think I've just
Ted's not ignoring you if you're in the chat. He's not giving you the cold shoulder or anything.
I think I've just put somebody in timeout.
Oh dear Lord!
If it was you and you can't see you, I'll find it.
Ted's just put you in timeout. Either you deserved it or just sorry.
Yeah.
Give him buttons, and this is what happens.
Yes, this is what happens. Right, there we are. There's chat. The pop out chat. Hooray! I've done it. Yes, pressing buttons in the middle of a live show isn't the best of ideas.
No.
Ted has popped out successfully.
Yes, right.
It's just an image burnt on the retina, isn't it?
Now, if I have put you in timeout, I do apologise.
I don't think you have, Ted. I can't see anybody.
I'm not seeing anyone timed out.
No.
Oh well. Yes. Anyway, good evening, cheers. Right. While I try and sort my stuff out, I was going to say something rude.
Family friendly.
We'll go across to Foxx and see if we can remember what the terms and conditions are. Isn't he a cool dude with his look at them sunglasses?
I can't. I have to wear these now. It's
trying to be a rock.
But yes,
it's a rock
welcome
star.
to eModels Monday. It's that time of the week, time of the month. No, not that time of the month. That time of the half month. It's eModels Monday. eModels, the show we do for eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop. That's not the finger of shame. That's the finger of selling things. The finger of selling things says it's your one-stop shop.
Why don't strain yourself there, mate?
Is that the shoulder you can use, or is it the other one? Which is the bad one?
Silence.
Yeah, it's the one in the sling, Chris. You know, the one that Mama Foxx is sitting there holding up for him.
eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs. Yes, it's the Monday show. Welcome, one and all. That time of the week when we sit around and talk rubbish for an hour, we take you through things that are in store, we have some good laughs, and it's all about you hanging out in chat and having a good time with us. So if you are watching this and you're not in the live chat, click the YouTube icon in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. It's down there somewhere. That'll take you to the YouTube version if you're watching embedded in Twitter or Facebook or somewhere, where you can carry on watching and join the live chat. And no doubt everybody will just be in chat mocking me for the whole show because I've got a poorly shoulder, but I take this on the chin.
Mocking you? Never. Wouldn't dream of it, mate.
I take my shoulder on the chin.
We haven't heard.
What?
You got a sore shoulder. You've kept that to yourself.
Yeah,
mate.
I don't know.
I give up.
Oh, Wibblekins.
I get no sympathy from you guys, do I? Nothing at all. So anyway, yes, come and join us. Don't forget though, if you are in chat, it is eModel show, so it's family friendly, so please keep it clean, no rudeness or swearing and all that kind of good stuff. Please be good to each other. We've got the chat in front of us. Ask us any questions you want. Doesn't have to be about model making, just no religion and politics, but we have got the chat in front of us, so we'll do our best to answer your questions. And don't forget, of course, please do not mention other model retailers, because this is an eModel show and that would not be cool, and you'll get the finger of shame.
Yeah, you get told off and sent to the back of the class.
And can I just point out that Mama Foxx has got kind of adorable lately, because I went down the other day and I made her a brew, and an hour later I went down to make another one and she hadn't even touched it, and I just stood there with my arms on my hips and I was like I was like looking at a brew, and she looked at it, she looked at me and she just went, finger of shame.
Talking of Mama Foxx.
Yes.
Not that I'm bragging in any way, but I may have got hugs, kisses, and been sung happy birthday by Mama Foxx, Ted.
She did send you hugs and loves the other day.
Yeah, I know.
When I sent any message. So I think that was aimed at you, Ted, that one. Because, you know, Ted, you're dead jealous that Colin's Mama Fox's favourite.
Yeah. Sung me happy birthday live, mate, on Friday.
She did.
Beautiful, mate.
Yes, Colin, I forgot to send happy birthday greetings from... It was
it's all
Friday,
right, mate.
Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What is it now, 65, 66?
5.5 officially, mate, and 55 in man years, yeah.
Still falling out of trees then?
Oh, yeah, I'm going scrumping tomorrow with me boy.
Ooh, scrumping.
White balance. Right.
Done now.
Oh, Ted's playing with buttons again.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Sorry,
we're all going to vanish into a dimension nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah, and I watched Star Trek the other day as well, the original series. God.
Ooh, the original series.
Yeah, none of this Star Trek adventure forward thing. Yeah. There's only one
Star Trek Adventure Forward.
There's only one Star Trek in my eyes. Yeah, the
CNG.
Yeah.
Do you know when you said in my eyes, all I've got now is the executioner from Blazing Saddles going, "Welcome to Hanging Health. Don't worry, everyone's equal in my eye." Oh, good news for any Trek fans out there. Star Trek Brave New Worlds, whatever it's called. I keep forgetting what it's called. What's it called? Strange New World. No.
I haven't seen any of it. But...
Anyway, there's going to be a crossover between Star Trek Lower Decks and the new Star Trek Brave New World, Strange New World. Ooh. These are the Voyages, whatever it's called. There's going to be a live-action animated crossover. I don't get that. It's going to be awesome.
So what's everybody been up to in the heat then? Well, and I haven't forgotten, Colin, we'll get to the factoids in a minute.
No, it's all right, mate. I'm just chilling out.
Yeah, did everybody get suntanned and things in the sunshine? And
I shed about 8 kilograms in sweat.
I was kind of surrounded by nurses, mate, so yeah, I didn't see the sun.
That's yeah. Well,
he wasn't in hospital. He just knows some people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It cost me an arm and a leg, but it was.
He says they're nurses. What he really means is they were dressed like nurses.
Yeah. Happy ending and everything. Yeah, please.
I'm having a party. Come dressed as a nurse.
And he's like, "Why do you want me to come dressed as a nurse then, eh?"
Good. Yes. So we want to know what everybody else has been up to in the number of weeks that we have been away. Mm-hmm. Have you been getting up to anything? Have you been out in the sunshine? The lem got damaged the other day.
Oh, did it?
Were you driving it?
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't even me.
What did you do to the lem, Ted?
Spid Q said he's got to be at not end. I'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah, what it was, we'd spent the nice, glorious, sunny weekend out the back of our house. It's a big green, so we have the lem
big green
part on it. A big green area, a big piece of common land. But what I did, I thought, I'm going to work this morning, so I'll wind the canopy out for the wife and the kids, and they can come and sit under it while I'm at work. And it was a glorious sunny day, still as anything, no wind, no nothing, canopy's wound out, pegged down, and off I go to work. But halfway through the morning, a freak gust of wind whips the canopy off, out the pegs, and blows it over the top of the caravan.
Oh dear.
Wrecked.
Unexpected weather in Cumbria? Never, surely not.
Yeah, it was as still as nothing. She said this gust of wind just come from nowhere. So it's wrecked. So if anybody's got a spare canopy out there for a motorhome, or wants to contribute to getting, I'll get a GoFundMe going.
If you've got a spare motorhome for a canopy.
But Spid's going to be a place called Knot End. Yeah, that's not too far from Windermere, over in Lancashire, by Heysham. So if you're coming up to Windermere, Spid, let us know.
Can you do guided tours of Heysham Power Station? You know, like you kind of Sellafield.
I don't know.
Because Heysham B's there, isn't it? And Heysham, straight enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that they do. I think Sellafield's the place to go.
I did the guided tour of Sellafield, which was quite good actually. It was quite fascinating.
Oh right, yeah.
It had this diorama, and it was like, I like that. I was only a kid at the time, but then the best bit to me was that when you leave the tour and leave the complex nearby, there's an old derelict railway station, and there was actually a whole train there, just sat there, and you could climb up into the cab of this diesel locomotive, and you'd be like, "Ooh, look, a copy of The Sun from 20 years."
Oh, nice.
I was a strange child.
Don't forget, if you finished the thing since we were here last, Ted has a ding.
Yeah,
apparently Ted can't hear his own
4
ding,
weeks.
but we can.
Yeah,
So,
I had to warm the dinger up. So yeah, it's all ready to go. So if you finished the thing since the last time we were here, you can have a ding.
And given the fact it's been so long, we won't remember how long it. So just whatever you finished in the last period of time, we won't remember.
Don't forget belly and bench as well.
Yep. So we have one answer so far about what people have been up to. Paula Landrider says he's been building a Delta Flyer from Star Trek Voyager. Ooh, wait. I've got one here. I've got one. I'm knocking everything over. I've got Delta Flyer from Star Trek Voyager. Ooh,
oh, nice.
I think that's the Delta. I think it is. It might just be a shuttle. I'm not sure.
It looks like a little frog.
It's my favourite of all the Star Trek shuttles. It's very dusty. And it's
Looks like.
Bye. It's not the Delta Flyer. It's just
Lee Barrett's up for a ding. He says he's finished a RoboCop.
Oh, I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, saw that in the boom hut. You have 5. No, that's the wrong one. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Absolutely.
You're a bull creep.
Red
I must
Lens
watch
says,
that film again.
Red Lens says it's too hot to paint, so he's building. He's been building all the terrain pieces for Warhammer Conquest. Now he's got an even bigger pile to paint.
Yes.
Save all the painting for winter.
Yeah, he's got. There's quite a lot of terrain stuff in that Conquest part work, so yeah, that'll keep you going for a while. That will. So what have you been doing over the hot period we've been off, folks? Don't forget that.
Absolutely. Speedy Q8 says he's finished a massive slab of red velvet cake and cream. Can he have a ding?
He'll finish something else in about 12 hours.
No, that technically comes under belly and bench, doesn't it?
Yeah. Paul J. Lewis has finished a 112th MFH Ferrari 512S Le Mans.
Ooh, been doing that for a while. Now I don't know how to take this. Don't know how you should take this, Ted. But Sarah Jane says, finished lots of things, but I don't want a Ted ding. My builds are better than that.
Ooh. Oh.
I don't know what that means.
That would be an ecumenical matter.
I thought it was just me that she mocked, but never mind. She's getting you now, Ted.
Yeah, and my ding's not good enough.
Paula Land says yes. It's the best shuttle. Yes. How many other times would you say that you're building a Delta Flyer and one of the hosts just happens to have one there? I mean, this is the best stream in the world.
Absolutely. Keith saying that he's been to Dungeness nuclear power station and that was amazing to see. That he sat on a flask that a train was crashed into. Oh,
cool.
Right. I can remember that on the telly actually years ago, wasn't it, when they put the old loco straight into the side of one of them.
They are actually fascinating places. It sounds really boring to say I went to visit a power station, but nuclear power is actually fascinating to see how it's done and how it works. It's
an interesting concept, isn't it?
Plus, it's physics, and physics is awesome. And if you don't like physics, just what are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
Panzer Cat says, I haven't finished tormenting Foxx, so I don't get a ding.
Just going back to nuclear power stations and things. Where I work, obviously, as you know, we have a steamboat built in 1902.
Right.
Yeah. And it's amazing that the 1902 steamboat works on the same principle as a nuclear submarine.
Technically, yeah.
Because
it needs Humphrey Bogart and what's her face to push it along the riverbank, and then
no, nuclear submarines are powered by steam.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
so most turbine power stations, electric, non coal powered. Words. I'm just struggling now. Coal-fired power stations are steam powered as well, technically.
Yeah, so steam is a thing.
Steam.
Paul Ditter's got a belly, 2 times reverse seared 18-ounce sirloin steaks. Bench, Spider-Man diorama.
Spider-Man. Paul Lewis also finished a Warhammer Archaeopter. He did. That's another ding, please, Ted.
Seen that.
See, he's learned. You see, you do it in separate statements, and you get more than one ding.
Gemma says a scream seemed her frozen. I wouldn't let her type. Could Gemma have been the one that I timed out?
Might
No,
well have
you
been.
didn't time anyone out.
No.
Prime
just typed
time
it.
modelling. Finished the Planet of the Apes. Dr. Zaius, a 3D printed figure.
Dr.
I'm
Zaius,
pretty
Dr.
sure
Zaius.
if you
Dr.
timed
Zaius.
out Gemma,
That's
I
it.
would have heard about it, Ted.
Speedy Curate actually got my African Queen reference. Somebody's paying attention.
No, we're not.
Honestly. Ted's supposed to be the old one. He didn't get it.
Yeah.
Redland had a delivery to Dungeness nuclear power station. On the way, saw the main building being struck many times by lightning.
Oh, really?
Was the lightning? But was the lightning coming in or was it going out?
Yes.
Mm.
Sarah Jane says Fester deserves a ding for getting well, but Ted won't do that as he's cruel. Well, I think he's been in and out and at his full MOT and he's had his tyres rotated, so I think that counts. Go on, Ted. Go on, Ted. Go on.
No,
Go on,
committee decision. I respect that.
No.
Paul Bitter says. Oh no, Ted's got like an inner dialogue that's fighting its way out.
Yes.
He'll start doing a Father Jack in a minute. Oh, girls.
Yeah.
Paul Ditter says all power stations are steam. They work by creating steam for the turbine. The only difference is what you burn to boil the water. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just a quick reminder that we haven't done the factoids yet.
Oh yeah.
Gemma says, do you say I was timed out, Christopher? Not funny.
Ted
And
said
she's-
he might have, but he didn't.
She's put your name in caps there, mate.
Yeah, that's Sunday. That's Sunday telling off. No, Ted at the start accidentally thought he'd accidentally timed someone out by pressing all the wrong buttons.
Yeah.
Sarah Jane says give Fester a ding in big capitals.
I did get a double ding.
You did. You got a
There was
double ding.
Yeah, there was a dingage.
A slightly
Yeah.
spasmodic double ding. Yeah. Who was that? Who was that carry-on act that used to do the way all the time?
Oh, yeah, the big tall bloke with the black
Yeah,
hair.
it wasn't actually funny apart from he just went "Wah," and that was his entire act.
That's
for
all
like-
he did, didn't it?
I know. God, people were easily pleased in the 70s, weren't they?
I can't remember.
Absolutely,
Somebody in chat will tell us who it was.
Yeah, it was his entire thing, wasn't it?
Hey.
Hey. People are reminding Paul Ditter that hydropower stations don't do the
Yeah.
burning of the or the making of the steam. Yeah.
No, it wasn't Jim Dale.
No, Jim Dale was the little skinny one, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think Jim Dale's the only one still alive out of them all, isn't he?
They're
There
probably
won't
all
be many,
dead
there
by
won't be
now,
many
aren't
left.
they? Technically, if you're doing carry-on films, technically no, because that
Jack
god-awful
Douglas.
that
I'd
god-awful comedian from the 1980s, whose name I can't remember, when they did a carry-on film in the 1990s, and he was in it. I can't remember his name now. I don't remember.
I happened to catch the goodies on TV. I think it was last night.
Oh,
And it
right.
was-
Really?
It was dire. Mate, it was funny at the time, but watching it last night, I couldn't.
It's a
Yeah.
shame, innit? Because most of the things we remember back then, we thought were great. You see a rerun and you're like, really?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
comedy
it's like
does
season.
not
It's like
age
season
well.
2 of Space 1990. I didn't remember that being quite so bad, and it's not good. Season 2 is not worth watching.
Yeah. So yeah.
Paul Lewis says Colin and Foxx are so responsible for me sliding further into the Warhammer abyss and my bank account taking yet another hit with the purchase of a Baneblade. Thanks, you pair of enablers.
You're welcome, mate. Our work is done. Well done,
My
Fox.
work here is done. Who was that last man?
Is that the
Dude.
man that had walked into Warhammer and said £100 for a tank? That's nothing.
Don't forget, of course, eModels do now sell Games Workshop stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely, mate.
Anyway, I think what we should do now is go over to Colin because Mama Fox will be downstairs waiting for the factoids.
Yeah, of course. I'm not going to let Mum down, not being that she's been so lovely to me, mate. So, yeah, folks, back with the factoids at long last. It's been a while. On this day in, 1997 even, it was announced for the first time human stem cells have been cultured in a laboratory using tissue taken from human embryos.
Stem cells!
Stem cells are the basic, unspecialised cells from which all other cells in the body develop during the growth of a baby in the womb. There you go.
Stem cells.
Yeah, factoid number 1, that was.
Gem.
We got some births on this day in 1920. Rosalind Elsie Franklin, who was an English physical chemist and X-ray crystallographer, who contributed to the discovery of the molecular structure of deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA.
Ooh, that was
DNA.
good. You did well there.
I did, didn't I? A oh God, here we go. Constituent even of chromosomes that serves to encode genetic information. I got the other bit right.
You got the long chemical name right, but the bog standard
know.
English word.
So she was born. We got a bloke called Morris Raphael Cohen, who was
Morris.
a Russian American philosopher of science, was born on this day, and he was a bit of an ugly git and all. We got another one here, a Russian chemist who developed a method for industrial production of synthetic rubber. His name was Sergei Vasilyevich Lebedev. He made elastic rubber by polymerizing butadiene CH2, whatever that one was. Yeah, I know, mate. I struggle. What else have we got? We got last birth, a bloke called Andrew even Cowper Lawson, and he was a Canadian US geologist born in Anstruther, Fife in Scotland, who for 38 years was a professor of mineralogy and
Mineralogy.
petrography at University of California, where his courses in that relatively new study brought great prestige to himself. There you go. Got some deaths there, mate.
Death of the week.
Yeah, death of the week. Death of the week. We have to start with, we've got an American physicist and chemist called Vincent Joseph Schaefer. I thought he was the pen bloke, but anyway, whose research in meteorology and weather control introduced cloud seeding. He worked on the physics of precipitation of the electric research laboratory in Schneckenheide, New York. There you go.
I just realised what that was when you said it. I think that's Schenectady.
That'll be the one. That'll know.
Just as you said it, my brain went, wait a minute.
Oh, mate, you know, I'm like, have you missed me?
Very much.
Next up, we've got an American astronautical engineer called Charles Stark Draper, who died in 1987 at the age of 85. What did he do? He earned degrees from Stanford, Harvard even, and MIT, and became an instrumentation laboratory. What have I done now?
MIT.
Oh, is it? There's no dots there. It's just got MIT in capital
capitals,
letters.
aren't they?
It's only one of the most famous. Never mind, moving on.
Never heard of it, mate.
Never heard of
Massachusetts
it.
Institute of Technology.
No. Last up, we've got a German physiological chemist who conducted studies of carbohydrate metabolism and muscle contraction, called Gustav George
Gustav Blimey, what?
and he died in 1933.
Wait, was his surname Enge? Like Stonehenge?
No, Emden.
Oh, I think it's Enge.
Emden. Yeah. So that's it, folks. That's your facts, your births, and your deaths.
It's good to have you back. Very quickly, if you can put Colin full screen again, there was a question for you from Spid saying, "What's that on the bridge of your specs?"
It's me flip up glasses, mate, because I can't see what's written in front of me, mate, without them on. My monitor's only here, but my eyes are playing up,
It's
mate.
an old man now.
I
We've all
can't
got-
see the
we've all got,
screen
like,
with my
pairs of
ordinary
those.
glasses, mate. So I've got 3.5 magnifiers on, mate. Otherwise, I put my other spare pair of glasses on so that I could see.
So just consider when he reads these things out and makes us all laugh, that's when he can see them.
This is why I keep moving, because I'm trying to see what's in front. Yeah, I know. I will get my eyes tested, but
Yeah, mine are ready for a rehash as well. I need some
yeah.
glasses.
I had the puff of air done, but I had to have my retina scans done because I'm diabetic, see. So I get my eyes done by the optometrist's wrist
Yeah,
at the
these
hospital.
look pretty. Mine look pretty good because I'm inside at the moment and they haven't darkened down like
Yeah.
Foxx. Otherwise it'd be rock star like
Yeah.
Foxx.
Well, when I went to get mine tested because I got a couple of pairs of glasses a few weeks ago, and I did the eye puff test, which I said to the guy, I said, I'm going to scream
Yeah.
like a schoolgirl because I hate the puff of air test. But they did some extra tests for me because I was going for other reasons, and they did this thing where they actually
Yeah.
take pictures of the back of your eyes, and when you're doing your examination, they show you all the graphs and the photographs of the back of your eye. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wow! And they said, here's your optic nerve, and you can see your optic tube,
Yeah.
the whole.
See, that's how I used to do it, but I can't focus with just them on now. I can't see the writings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, mate, but
No, he was just curious as to what they were. He didn't know
Yeah.
what they were. But those are the flip-ups that we all tend to wear.
Oh,
when we
yeah.
build this
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, it was like they showed all photographs. Said, this is your back of your eye, and here's your actual optic nerve. I'm like, wow! I can almost see my own brain. And they went, "Get steady."
oh, it's clever. You know, it is clever how they look after you and that. But yeah, hopefully I can get me eyes sorted out and get it done soon.
What's that? The universal symbol.
I've got no idea, mate.
Don't get me. That's something in the
Yeah.
future.
It's like, yeah, I don't even know what that was.
Get me future spiders sorted out.
Yeah.
It's all these new things. We're learning.
I know.
How you doing, Colin? I just,
Keith says it's good to have your bat firing all cylinders. Yeah. I've got a misfire, mate.
He had his tyres rotated.
Yeah.
And he was surrounded by nurses, but that was when he got home. So that was nothing to do with that.
I was well behaved, mate.
Money not well spent, then.
Yeah.
Richard Thomas says, people 56 watching and 20 thumbs up. Come on, guys, he says.
Yeah, the thumbs up helps the videos.
Yeah. If you thumb up your favourite channels when you watch their videos, it means their videos and live streams get listed better on the algorithm.
Yeah.
So it helps your channels out. Spid says, tube.
Tubes. Woob.
Yeah, you wouldn't like a hamster coming out of your eye tubes, would you?
No.
Hamster.
That's the point. Is the hamster tube been cleared out whilst we've
Have you
been
lubed
off?
the tube, Ted?
Yeah. We cleaned the tubes out last week in the height of the heat, just to make sure that no hamsters were being harmed in the heat.
I used to know a pub landlord that cleaned the tubes out every night after he locked up, and it was great because we just got to stay and drink lots of beer.
I used to love the good old lock-ins that your favourite landlord would do. back
Right,
in the
I'm
day.
going to clean the pipes. That means I've got to, for no specific reason, put lots of beers on the bar that are just going to be thrown away. Oh look, there they all are. Oh look, you're still in even though I've locked the door. Well, if I just turn around this way
Yeah,
for a moment.
that was what. Yeah, the landlord used to come round and say, "I'm going to lock the doors in a bit, lads. I'm going to call time in a minute, but just make it look like you're packing up."
Yeah, that's what we used to get. All the non-regulars would be booted out the door, and we'd all be sitting there going, "Not going anywhere."
Sarah Jane's asking you, Fox, was it the eye test that put your shoulder out?
No. I hit 50 in December, and everything. The moment I hit 50, I developed all the old people problems. Like literally, like that
Yeah.
exact moment, midnight.
Yeah.
I told you.
I know you did.
I speak from experience that you get to a particular age and you're just not phased by anything that drops off anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Every birthday you get an extra tablet to take.
Exactly, but it's true. Everybody warned me. So you hit 50, everything, and it's like literally like the day I hit 50, everything just fell off and went wrong.
I'm
and
looking
broke.
forward
We
to
all end up with one of those little pill boxes, don't we, with the little compartments in that we.
Not quite yet, but I am depending on the fact they label all my pills Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the packet.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't have that, I'm like, oh, bugger.
Yeah, it's when you get the tablets and they just give you a box that goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
and it doesn't go any
You've
further.
got all this to look forward to, Chris.
Or the worst thing is when you start some tablets and you get the packet, but it's not actually a Monday.
Yeah, I wait until it is.
Because if I start like I'm not on a Monday and I'm like, but I'm if I start on a Wednesday, I'm like, hang on, I've got 2 pills there, and it just I can't, my brain can't cope. And like Mama Fox's pills, somehow she got out of sync. So one of them was on like Wednesday and one was on Monday. I'm like, I can't deal with this.
What if they give you only half a box and say it's all right, you won't need to worry about them when these are gone?
Yeah, that's a point. That's a point, Chris. Because if you only get the tablets go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Where's Thursday, Friday?
Don't worry about Thursday.
Yeah.
Keith says, surrounded by nurses. Well, we've all got our hobbies.
Oh, yeah.
Speedy Curate says, my brother's a big girl's blouse with the puff of air test on his eyes too. He hates it. When I was in the opticians and before I went in for mine, there was about 5 people before me, because you get seen by a minion who's not your actual optometrist, and they do all the little tests with the balloon on the highway and the puff of air and stuff.
Not an actual minion, not one of the little yellow things.
No, not actually a minion, because they've only got one eye, so I don't know how they do that. But there was about 5 people that went in before me, and they all squealed like a schoolgirl with the puff of air test. So I felt much better when I went in. It wasn't just me.
Yeah, you're wondering that when you put your eyes down to that thing and you're looking through it, and they're at the other end looking in, you wonder what they can see. Can they see your thoughts or the pictures that are going around in your head?
No, your internet browser history was safe, Ted. Yeah, I think that was what he was ambling towards. I'm doing it again, ain't I?
Never mind getting to 50. Everything went south when I moved north 10 years ago, says Paula Landrider. Candygram says, the good thing about being over 50 is that you'll never want for containers for small parts, as you'll have plenty of empty pill bottles. Yes.
Yeah, they make great pill mix. They make great paint mixers.
You hit 50, you develop a rather nice selection of noises that you make when you're doing things like getting out of chairs. And
I'm going to say getting up and getting down there. I've been doing that for a while.
Yeah,
anyway, so that's
you're
fine.
like, yeah, you do all of that.
Have you been getting
Chris.
your practice in early, Chris?
Yeah, and you wake up early. You know you're going to wake up early in the morning, so you don't need to set the alarm anymore because you wake up early because you need to go to the loo.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
hit 50.
bladder becomes your alarm clock, doesn't it?
Yeah, you hit 50 and like you get everything goes wrong. You get the fatness and you develop all the new noises. But it's true. But my body decides that it needs to get up for a wee. Like, if it got me up for a wee like a couple of hours before my alarm, that'd be fine because I could go back to. It gets me up for a wee half an hour before my alarm, which is like, well, that's rubbish because now if I go back to bed, I'm not going to get back to sleep in half an hour. Come on, my body hates me.
But when you get to 60. You can start pretending you don't know anything about technology, and kids can't work with
I thought you meant you don't have to get out of bed to go for a wee, but that's different. That's right.
You get special bed furniture for that.
You get special sheets for that.
Get one of them beds
It's
that's
what's in store time, people.
No, I know. Well pointed out there, Chris. Well pointed out.
Got to
Mate.
keep an eye on these things.
Absolutely, I like what you did there. Is Foxx going to do the terms and conditions?
He is. He might not know it.
If
but
you
he
ask me
is,
nicely,
yeah.
I might do. If you ask me nicely, I might do.
Yeah, I know you've got a lot of responsibility to shoulder there, mate. But
I'm not doing it now.
la 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 la. He
Not
can't
doing it now.
hear me.
Right, what are we doing? I'm not even sure. What are we doing?
What's in
What's
store?
in store? Yes.
mate?
So welcome to the What's in
in
Store
store?
section. It's that moment when we go through 5 or 6 or 7 items of things that are in the store. Now, a few points to make. Of course, we'll play the usual game where there'll be a theme to the. I don't know what that is. There'll be a theme. I'm doing Colin now. Look.
I know.
There'll be a theme. There'll be a jellyfish. There'll be a theme to all the items that Colin will have picked. I tried guessing it and I couldn't figure it out, so it might be quite a good one. Colin's are normally quite easy, but I was like,
Mate, I've loaded it and I can't remember what the theme was.
good start. This is going to end well. Whoever gets the first guess then will probably be the winner because Colin will go, that'll do. But yes, it's that there is the theme. And what you want to do is watch carefully as he goes through all the items. And when he's finished, he'll come back and he'll say, what is the theme go? And the first person to get the theme right wins absolutely nothing. Nothing. And we will send you nothing via our patented built-in vacuum tube system that's actually, you don't know this, but we broke into all your houses and installed this vacuum tube that's completely invisible when you weren't there. So you've all got one.
You thought it was a gas man coming to read the meter, but it was just terminating the tubes.
Yeah. The gas man cometh. So yes, if you've ever noticed like a bee flying around, because we put some bees through it once and they kind of went all over the place, so you might have seen the occasional hamster coming around out of the wall or something. So yes, but anyway, yes, you will win nothing and we'll vacuum tube it to your house instantly. But if you guess before he says what's the theme, you'll just get the finger of shame.
Absolutely.
The finger of shame. So don't answer before Colin tells you to answer. Now, don't forget, of course, we don't know how many of these items are in stock. The guys, we don't work free models, so the guys may have one in stock. They may have 1,000 of them in stock. So if anything tickles your fancy,
slap it in your basket.
And don't forget,
it's not yours till you check it out.
What was that? That was like a bit. I'm expecting Bez dancing in the background now.
Yeah, that was proper, acid
like
Ted, wasn't it?
That was like Manchester, innit? Buzzing, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Steve's in, by the way, TSM. Hope you're doing a bit better, Steve, and get well soon, mate.
Yeah, so if anything tickles your fancy, get it bought and get it paid for. Because if you've got it in your basket and somebody else pays for it first, it's gone. If there's only one,
they'll mug you, mate. They'll mug you, and it's theirs.
Having it in your basket doesn't mean it's yours forever until you pay for it.
Especially if it's a popular item, because people see it and they go, "Oh, I didn't know they were there."
Yeah, I'll save that for later, and they go back to get it, and it's gone.
It's gone. So we don't know.
I didn't know I wanted one of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'll add us to the stream. There you go. Have you a bit of that. First up for your delectation, folks.
I like that word.
Is the Special Hobby 172nd Scnazzo, is that? SO 4050 Valter in Army DL Air All-Weather Fighter. See, I did that in foreign speak and it came out really well.
Didn't do too bad there, Fest. You didn't do too bad with a bit of French.
Well, what can you say? It's a plane, isn't it? But you get to walk, around your workshop doing plane noises. But yeah,
Colin's like aviation YouTube channel is like it's a plane, isn't it? What, one video done,
mate? The big plane TV bloke's got nothing on me, mate. So
I can imagine you doing voiceover for like a runway stream where it's like it's plane.
It's plane there, look at that.
Plane.
Screechy, is he coming
in for a landing? It's plane.
There's a blue plane.
Yeah, look, there's a blue one, there's a big white one there. But
here comes a big red one.
Steady now.
See, they know me so well, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, Army D, what's that? Army DIR All-Weather Fighter, folks.
That'll be an
Is there any more info? There isn't, folks. So that's a really good informative choice I made there, wouldn't it?
Now, is it Special Hobby or Special Hobby?
Yeah, I think subscribe.
I think Ted's flesh tones get used for Special Hobby purposes.
Oh, absolutely. That's when Ted's special extra strength magnifiers come out.
I'm a little bit concerned that they needed to have a special all-weather fighter, but the other ones, all know it's
exactly. Perhaps it's the wrong kind of wind or rain for the other ones, mate.
Can't go out.
The other ones don't come out if it's windy.
Absolutely, because you do get the wrong kind of snow and leaves, don't you? So
we'll be flown indoors in the event of rain.
Aircraft, we're under attack.
Absolutely,
sorry, it's too windy. Can't go.
Yeah, so that's 24 of the Queen's pounds there, folks, for that bad boy. Next up, we've got an Umbro Weathering Powders mixed pack 6B9 mil. There you go. Colour pack comprising of diverse earth, mud, sand and dust colours to weather any land vehicle or diorama. It's appropriate for European, African and Middle East scenarios. Reproduced colours of fields, proving grounds, village, forest roads, desert construction sites and other areas. And in addition of the special texturing powder, this pack's colours allow it to create accumulated mud and spatter effects. That don't look a bad little. That don't look a bad little set.
That's probably description written by Humbrel when they tell you all that. Whereas you get MIG, you just tell sand.
Yeah, Mig would just say weathering pack.
Yeah.
No, actually, no, because it's MIG. It would use the phrase aspect. So it'd say weathering pack to create the aspect of Earth.
Absolutely,
he says that.
Absolutely, but it's a pack of 6 there for 12 quid. You can't argue with that, can you?
Yep.
To be honest with you, and you
Is
can
that
never
the
have
going
enough
rate?
weathering stuff.
Is that the going rate for a pack of 6 these days?
Steady now.
Post it. Where is
Family friendly.
There it is.
But
Family
if you've never used weathering powders, if you want to get into them, because a lot of weathering powders are actually quite expensive, so this is a great way to get into them, because to get 6 of these for 12 quid is brilliant, and you can have a lot of fun with weathering powders. You'll need to pick. I don't know if it's included, but you'll need to make sure you pick up some pigment fixer of some sort as well. So keep that in mind. Do make sure you get yourself some pigment fixer. But yeah, if you never try powders, give them a try. They're brilliant.
I do. I know that people will say you can use all sorts of other sort of mediums for fixing it, like thinners and things like that. But yeah, if you don't get the proper fixatives, it doesn't really work.
One really fun thing you can do with pigment powders, if you want to suggest, like under a vehicle, if you want to suggest built up mud or earth, what I like to do is get like a really thick matte varnish or a paint medium, just drown the underside of the vehicle. It's got thick gloopy stodge everywhere, or you can use PVA glue and then just add the powder to it and sprinkle it on, mash it in, and then when it's dried, it'll either dry matte and it'll look like dried crusty on piles of earth, or you can go over it with the gloss varnish and it'll look like wet mud. But you can mix it into things like matte varnishes to make it like a big, to get it to stick in like clumps of mud and dirt. It's great stuff. Get some powders. They're always brilliant.
And if it's your first time using powders, wear gloves. Put some old clothes on.
Yeah, wear a mask. Just wear a mask to stop, not to protect yourself, but to stop you sneezing or breathing. And
if you've just put a brand new cutting mat down, for the love of God, put a towel or something on it, because
the irony with powders is that if you put them on and don't fix them, they'll come off very easily. But if you spill it on your workbench, you'll never get it off your workbench, even though it doesn't stick.
how does that work?
I don't know. I think workbenches are like lumpy. I don't know what that means.
Oh, you're doing it again there. Look, lovely.
They've got like a texture to them.
There you go.
They're
Next
not
up,
jellyfish.
folks. Next up, folks. Item number 3.
Cashier number 3, please.
Get yourself some of this. This is an Hobby Boss 135th Jackal 2 Eye Mobility Weapon Platform. Something about these vehicles that just looks a bit quirky, and it's the is it a UK vehicle? This
It's a UK version. This one.
But it's
it makes me think,
wasn't it, or whatever.
It makes me think of the old like Land Rover, the old Pink Panthers, Desert Rat Pink Panthers, but modern.
Yeah.
The Chevrolet truck desert versions, but modern.
It's ready to assemble. There's 820 parts with PE as well.
Really? On a 35th kit? Blimey.
This is 35th.
Oh, sorry.
It's a 4-wheel drive midship engine with an open cab to ensure visibility. It's the improved version derived in 2010.
Can I just point out that that's almost got, for a small 1/35th scale vehicle, it's got almost as many parts as the entire Fine Molds Millennium Falcon.
That is a serious amount of plastic.
That is a lot of parts.
For 64 quid. Yeah.
And it has soft resin tyres, which sounds like
soft resin tyres, mate. Yeah.
850 parts.
820 parts there, mate.
That's insane for a vehicle.
That ain't a bad... Yeah, I can see the way Ted's rubbing his chops there, mate. He's having a good old mow on that.
The thing is, knowing Hobby Boss, that's like 100 parts per heavy machine gun you've got there. I nearly said heavy stubber then. I'm so warhammered at it. I said heavy stubber.
That could be a future eModels build for you there, Ted.
It could be, it'd be a nice size for a change, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Something more manageable for you, mate.
Colin, by the time he's up for his next eModels build, the Hobby Boss won't even exist anymore.
Time he's up for his next one, it'll be the Jackal Mark 12, won't it?
They might do that one 12th as well.
Obsolete vehicle by the time I get round to it,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at the weathering prospects and things
Exactly,
like
mate. And that is item number 3, folks. So
that. Yeah, so
you are duty
item
bound.
number 3, you're contractually obliged to buy this one.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that, by the
Absolutely.
way. You have to buy item number 3. Cashier number 3, please.
And
you have to buy that one.
It is a nice bit of kit, that, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah. Rabbits in chat, Retro Rabbit says, hash number 3, obligation to purchase, all 820 pieces.
Absolutely. Next up for you, folks, is the Ammo Mig Jimenez Weathering Magazine, issue 34, Urban.
Urban.
What can I say? It's a big old weathering mag, in it. Now, we all like a weathering magazine. I think most of us have got them in.
Oh, Weathering magazine. Sorry, I thought you were talking about something else. Sorry.
Now you know why you got a dodgy shoulder. But I mean, bit of Berlin camo going on and all. So yeah, you can't beat a nice weathering magazine.
Yeah,
We
brilliant for
always say...
reference.
Go on, Ted, sorry.
Yeah, they're just brilliant for reference, aren't they? You just put them next to you when you're painting away, or you can look through the browse through them much easier than you can sort of flick pages on the internet. You know, you can go back and forward and compare things.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But you
They've
do have
often
to
got,
remember
they've
that
often
you
got-
can't zoom in by stretching your big fingers on the thing.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
at some point we've all done that with both fingers and gone, oh, wait, I can't. But they're not only just like great, because they contain lots of reference shots of people's builds, but they also have guides and stuff as well, so they're great just to have, like Ted says, on the side, so you can just look through them and get ideas. Like, you've got a model you want to weather, you're thinking, what can I do? Have a flick through some of your magazines. Oh, I like
Well,
that.
this is it. You always come across something, don't you? You think, oh yeah, that would work in there. And
there
There's many times that I've looked in magazines like this, and I haven't had the model, but I've seen the idea that the weathering, and you think, yeah, I want to do that type of weathering, and then you go out and find a model to do it on.
yeah.
Rather than
They're
the
all-
other way around.
They're also ideal if you're a Gunpla builder and you like painting your Gundams. Coming up with colour schemes for Gundams and mobile suits is really hard.
I think there was a
If you want
Gundam
to
in
do
it,
something
mate.
that's
There
not,
it is.
yeah, if you're like a mecha, or if you do mecha, if you're looking for like mecha colour schemes, it's actually really hard to come up with them, even if it's something simple. So just going through, you can look at all kind of different models and be like, oh, I like that. So they're really great reference, and it's much faster than just flipping through the internet, because you just browse through them on a quiet moment.
Absolutely, and he doesn't always just use his own products either. You know, if he's using something else, he'll have something else in there. So
And it's most of it
always-
is like it's guest builders as well, so you get to see lots of other people's works.
absolutely, it's always a good thing to have in your armoury. So there you go, Ammo Mig Jimenez Weathering Magazine, issue 34, folks.
Cashier 34, please.
Next up, we've got some Dragon 135th German Infantry in Wackmantle, Leningrad,
Wackmantle.
in 1943.
Was ist Granate? Achtung!
What?
And it's a packet of geezers in 35th scale, so yeah.
In their wintry gear, which is quite nice.
Absolutely, but judging by the look of that, they don't look that bad, to be quite honest with you.
Stick some
For
gas
14
mask on, you
quid.
could do them up as Deathcore Krieg. Woohoo!
Oh, you're good, you are.
Well, they don't really do flurry coats in Deathcore Krieg because they're too hard for
Flurry coats? No,
Flurry
I don't think they
coats
do
in-
flurry coats, do they?
No.
I think they're all used car salesmen because they've got those sheepskin jackets and rugs. Coats.
Absolutely, but again, nice little thing to have to bring a bit of interest to your diorama.
Am I
there,
mistaken
folks.
in thinking that one of the gentlemen is perhaps the officer because he's pointing?
Oh yeah, I think he's the Rupert, didn't you, over there?
Yeah.
I didn't actually think he was pointing. I thought he was holding a branch.
He looks like he's holding like
I thought I couldn't quite make it out. I thought he was taking a selfie.
Yeah,
He's
my
actually
wife's-
He's saying to the photographer, if I put my hand here, it looks like I'm holding the tree. Yeah, it's very funny. Most amusing.
Yeah, but yeah, as long as you don't pull his shoulder out, though, by being stood like that, holding that tree. Well, been 10 minutes, mate.
I can't help being old and rubbish and decrepit.
Last up, folks.
Yes.
We have got
Yes.
Games Workshop.
Good girl.
Stomboys.
Good
And
girl.
yeah, I got brownie points for this one, didn't I, Fox, for
You
choosing
did.
these?
But you love orcs anyway, so you're going to go
I
for orcs.
do, I must admit. And yeah, they
I think you
are.
should zoom in on these so people can see all the orky
Let's
goodness.
have a looky, Lou. All that time I've been doing this, and I just realised that button up there's the zoom. I'm doing well, aren't I? But
Yeah.
yeah, look at them.
Storm boys
Have
are
you
basically
some of
orcs
that?
with jetpacks.
Yeah.
Oh, well, rocket packs. Well, something
Yeah,
on the
look-
back that has a rocket in it. It could be anything. It could be
Yeah,
a
look
bomb
at
with a
him,
rocket.
no, just sitting there peeking out. They're brilliant, aren't they?
Yep.
So yeah, folks, and they all look like Ron Jeremy.
No,
Jeremy,
not Ron Jeremy.
Ron Perlman, even.
What a mistake to make.
Yeah, well, to do Ron, innit?
Oh dear.
Yeah, him and all. I'm doing well tonight.
As
But
with any
yeah.
Games Workshop, of course, they're beautiful sculpts, and if you're just wanting to get into figure painting, you don't
Yes.
even have to like Warhammer. I want to play the game. They're just beautiful little sculpts that you can have fun painting, and they're silly and fun orcs. There's a lot of humour in
Absolutely.
orcs. I like the guy with the
Absolutely.
stick bomb in his mouth, like ah.
Well, this is it. I mean, like I say, if you're into your figure painting, these are perfect little things to sit and do, aren't they? And yeah,
Well,
a
they're
nice,
just fun.
nice big box of them to paint, and they're only 18 quid there, folks.
Yep.
So have a looky loo.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have a quick recap. We had the Special Hobby Val or Army DE whatever all-weather fighter, Umbro weathering powders pack of 6. We had an Hobby Boss 35th Jackal 2 iMobility weapon platform.
They call him the Jackal.
The Jackal, yeah, CJ out of West Wing.
I know. I'm glad you got that reference. Nobody else.
Yeah,
will.
oh mate, got to watch the West Wing.
They call him
Ammo
the
by
Jackal.
Mig, the Weathering magazine, issue 34, Urban.
You say
we got the-
Herbert.
Urban.
I
We
thought you
got
said
the
Herbert.
Dragon of 35th German Infantry and Whack Mantle Leningrad.
Whack mantle. I love that.
We've got Games Workshop Orc Stomp Boys, folks.
Now, of course, the best kit of all of those 5 is the Orc Storm Boys, of course. But you know,
So, for your chance of winning absolutely nothing, go.
what is the theme? I haven't got an idea.
I think
Speedy Q8 says, "Who's Ron Jeremy?" Colin.
Yeah, he was the bloke out of Beauty and the Beast, was he? Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, bingo, get in there. Andy Preston straight in with weather.
Hang on a
Yeah,
minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
What?
I don't understand how the Jackal fits into weather.
Yeah, I thought weather.
Because
and
it's
I thought
been
that
hotter
fit.
than in a desert, mate. It's an all-weather vehicle. It's been
That was a
hotter,
plane. That was
as
a
hot,
plane.
as hot as it's been in a desert. That's good enough for me. It's tenuous, it's thin, and I'm sticking with it.
It's tenuous, but it's not as tenuous as one of Chris's, so you
Yeah.
get a pass on that.
Hey, I'm here. You know.
Absolutely. It has just been as hot as it has been as hot in the UK as it was in the Sahara Desert. So that's good enough for me.
Yeah, there was a deathly silence there, Colin. When
There was a time when Ted got it, he knew.
Well, I thought it was weather, but I
Yeah,
thought, well, I
because-
don't get the
because
Jackal. I was trying to figure.
What I do, I just put together the ones that go together and ignore the others.
Ignore the ones in the middle. You've got it, Ted.
Where are we up to? Retro Rabbit says this theme is pickles brackets little one.
Absolutely. There you go.
Absolutely.
Just to wind Steve up.
There
He's
you go.
asking how many times can I say it. I'll say it all night now.
Absolutely. So Ted, if you could activate and spool up the vacuum tube, please.
Yeah, I'll get it fired up.
Yeah.
It's also an air raid siren on its off days, and it's if you can send Andy Preston his big prize of nothing.
Yeah, I just got to run the vacuum at this end, you see, before.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not that kind of vacuum, Ted. That's personal time.
Hang on a minute.
Whoa!
Yeah,
even know what's
sorry-
going on.
Oh,
sorry,
no.
The hamster got stuck in the corner, but it's on its way now.
So many ways you could have interpreted all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm impressed. Yeah, you should have received nothing by now.
Certainly
bees.
should have.
Or bees, one of the two. Your mileage may vary.
Happy days.
Yeah.
We can
no,
send bees if you want.
No, it's too hot for bees. Too
Everybody
dangerous.
likes bees.
Too big. Too dangerous for bees. Now what? Is that it? We sit here.
We
for
could just
5
send one
minutes.
giant bee. One big bumblebee.
Yeah.
Like that big.
Could send one that's a busy bee.
You could send 2 bees or not.
Not 2 bees.
I see what you did there, Chris.
Well done, mate. You can have that.
That might be a little bit highbrow. No.
I think you should have a ding for that.
Give him a ding, Ted.
No.
No, I don't want to go for that. It's fine.
No.
That's better than Ted's things. It's fine.
Bless.
Yeah. So Andy Preston, just have a look underneath the telly. You should have had
Have a look under that pile of bees that suddenly appeared in the corner. There'll be nothing under there.
Yeah.
There might be a dead hamster in it as well. All kinds of stuff. There's probably some sprouts and a bit of lettuce or something. All kind of thing gets stuck in
There'll be
there.
all kinds of detritus in there now, mate.
Yeah.
A block of Cheerios that won't separate.
That's it, because we didn't send any hamsters through to clear the tubes out for 3 weeks. So it could be stuck in there by now.
Could be all kinds of stuff in there. Most of which not valuable. And probably slightly harmful.
Nev Bo's
3
in
weeks.
saying hello. Hello, Nev Bo.
Hello, buddy. Andy Preston says 3 weeks of
yeah,
hamsters.
If there's anybody else out, Nev was just joined us. If there is anybody else out there and you haven't said hello yet, do come and say hello. Got 5 minutes or so to do that.
Absolutely, we're twiddling our thumbs now for something to do.
Yeah. Panzer Cat says, I now have an image of a flattened hamster arriving attached to the front of the box.
Yeah, you get
Or maybe the box is attached to the hamster, I don't know.
There'll be a hamster sort of spread eagle on the front of the box.
So this
know
bad
when-
shoulder of yours, mate, what's the verdict? What have you got to do about it?
Nothing I can do about it. It's calcific tendonitis. Which
In
means
other words, old age.
No, I've developed little calcifications in my shoulder and I have to let them break up by themselves. It's basically just big fat horse pill painkillers for a few
Oh,
weeks.
they're not
and I
going to reface it or anything like that then, no?
No. They just have to let it go away on its own, but it'll be a couple of weeks of painkillers and I can't move it much, so
Let
I
me
can't
get-
really, that's why I'm not doing
get
much
a
at the bench.
Dremel out. They can put a slit in it, get a little Dremel
This
out.
is
and
it,
grind
Ted. You've only
grinding
got to
stone on.
get the scalpel and whop the old Dremel in there with
Yeah.
a grinding stone on it.
But I tell you what, I had a moment tonight because like putting on a t-shirt is kind of painful. But when I wear my earpiece, I've got like a little, I have it like at the back of my t-shirt, so it doesn't pull
Yeah,
down all the
yeah.
time. I've got a little clamp to hold it, just like clip it to the back of my t-shirt. And I was like, right, I need to I can't. I can't do it. I couldn't clamp it. I was like, oh man, there's something I can't do. Luckily, it's that arm, not this arm. That I don't use it.
I'm welling up, Chris, ain't you, mate?
I'm just waiting for him to say I had to get Mama Fox to dress me.
Yeah, I've got a lump in
No.
my throat, bless him.
No. It's badly timed because Mama Fox has got a poorly foot at the moment. She's limping up the stairs and I can't hold on to both banisters. I said, so between us, one of us can fall down the stairs if we combine our talents. So I've just got to not do much with it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, stop leaning on that arm, mate.
Yes. So this bench is out of bounds now. So
I've just got a few questions coming aimed at me from AJ. AJ says, how's the Titanic coming on? It is, actually. I've been doing bits between...
It is.
Yeah, it is. I've been doing bits...
That's all you need to know.
Painting white paint.
That covers such a vast array of things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, normally his response is, how is it coming on? Oh.
Yeah, and further down, Bobbin said, Ted, did you ever finish the digger? No.
Did he ever finish the what? The digger? Oh yeah, that's never finished.
That's
is
it. The Zeus, something.
Zaxxus. Was it Zaxxus?
Zaxxus, that was it.
You know how you get angry with a project? Well, the digger's gone into the angry project pile.
Oh, right.
And yeah, it will come out of the angry project file when I sort of calm down a bit for that one. But
Well, the thing is, that digger is now technically your longest ever eModels build because it started before the U-boat and it's still going. It just keeps getting pushed to one
I think
side.
that's that.
Well, the Titanic crept in, wouldn't it? Because Pete asked
Yeah, he
Ted
was
to
so
do
excited for the
Titanic. He was
Titanic,
doing
was
the
he?
digger, wasn't he?
The funniest thing was like the conversation was literally when Ted finished the U-boat. I'm going to compress the timescale, but it was like, I finished the U-boat. I'm never going to make a big model ever again. And Pete Mate says, Ted, will you do this new expensive Titanic? Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you. The Titanic.
He was like, I'm never going to make a big model again. Never, ever, ever.
It's down there.
Yeah.
There it is.
It looks small in that photograph, but that's longer than most people. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
3 foot, isn't it? Titanic.
Yeah, so how big is it? Big. It's written in Japanese, Chinese. So that's it. Yeah. Sorry, I've lost all the angles now.
Oh, it's all gone wrong now.
no, it's all gone.
No, it's coming along nice though, Ted, isn't it? But like you say, the
It is.
weather
I'm
and
doing
everything,
bits
it's
and
just been
pieces
a
all the
nightmare.
time. I need to get the lighting in it, but I can't get the lighting in it till I painted it. And the painting takes an absolute age because it's all like fine lines and painting gunnels and things like that. So
Now you've actually moved it over to near where the hatch is for your man cave. Have you been able to look at it with the opinion of will it actually fit out of the man
let's
cave?
see
Yeah,
once
that'll
again.
fit.
I'll see if I can show you in perspective to the hole in the floor.
Where's the hole in the floor? Ah!
Ah,
uh,
yeah.
Yeah.
There's the hole. There's the hole
That is-
in the floor. There's the
Good God.
Titanic. So it's about.
Oh, yeah.
But
You're
the
going to have to
box
get your
came
lad
up
to come
all
and do a
right.
2-man operation
So-
to get it out, aren't you?
So yeah.
Just make sure when you finish it, Ted, that you take a lot of photographs because it might not survive the journey to the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, yeah. I could always
It's
break
getting
into
it back to eModels, because didn't you have the back of the box hanging out the back of your Countryman at the time?
Just about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But now it's going to have tallness as well with the strings and the rigging.
got
and
the
but
masts
he's got
and
he's
all
got
of
the
that
lem
lot.
now. You can use that.
Unless you do it as broken in half as it's sinking, Ted, and just get
Yeah,
the saw out.
I think I'll just fold it up and post it back.
Yeah.
Ted, Chris makes a good point. You could put it in the lem if it won't fit in the car.
It's getting it in the lem because it's of a short
Oh,
door.
because the door's on the
Oh,
side.
you've only got. You have
Yeah.
to put it. Oh, that's a point. Because
Well, in
the,
that
the
case, you
ship
just
is
have to
longer.
phone up Pete, mate, and say, it's done, do you want to come and get it?
Can you bring a van? A big van?
Can you send an Arctic? We need an Arctic.
Bring a flatbed. You know, like when they transport them like wind turbines on.
Yeah.
There'd be a police escort for it going down the motorway.
Ted's going to
Go-
be driving down the road with a bit of raggy hanging off the back of it, isn't he?
It's a legal requirement.
So there we go. Anyway, yes, I think we've come to about the end of the evening.
Yeah, I think we're about there.
Yeah, we still are technically on our summer timetable, so we won't be back next week. We because we missed this week, we jumped into this week, so that puts us on sync. That will be off next week. So we'll do one every other week. So if you haven't been up to speed with us, if you
Just
haven't
until the weather
subscribed-
gets back to normal and then winter schedule, it's weekly then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have forecast another heat wave for August, haven't they?
Yeah.
So
Deepest of
that'll
joy.
teach us to build well insulated building rooms.
Absolutely.
With no dormer windows in the roof, Ted.
With no windows. Yeah, I keep in putting, but
Seemed a good idea at the time, mate, didn't it?
Every time Ted says it's really warm in this loft, Mama Fox shouts at the TV and says, "Build a window, you muppet!" She's 83, bless her.
yeah, I'll soon be that. I'll soon be that age shouting things as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll leave you to it. Well, thank you very much for joining us this Monday night. It's been the temperature's stuck steady on 28 in the workshop at the moment. So yeah, hopefully if it doesn't get any hotter, we'll be back in a fortnight's time, a week on Monday.
Absolutely.
When we can do it all again. So don't
Do it
forget,
again!
Yay! If you haven't visited the eModels website, go along and do that and buy one of the many things that Colin is showing you tonight in what's in store.
eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs.
Needs.
Yeah. Build
Got a bit musical
something
there, sorry.
awesome. Yes, so that's it from us. Good night from Colin, Chris, Fox, and me and myself.
Take
Good
care,
night,
folks.
everybody.
Adios, amoebas. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Push the button, but nothing's happened. Think about.